dang, this is crazy. Why is it so hard? I mean, I guess I messed up. I was fine at some point, but then I wasn't. It's kind of on me. Well, okay, that's fine. Okay, that is good. What? Oh, yeah, I messed up a bit here. Okay, here I say here, so that they just... It's so easy, yeah. I'm not taking the same road as I am. Oh, okay, I think I know how to... No, move! I don't want that! Okay, understanding this one, like how to brake and drift, and this one as well was very important. Okay, Biscuits, no time to look, of course, this is... but I understood stuff. Oh, no, stop using all the... Okay, it's fine. Okay, some tricks. Wow, to replenish the air, look at that, it's crazy, and now we're gonna use this one. Up. Maybe I should have jumped onto the other one, I don't know. Fuck! Yeah, actually that was slower than the others. But it's fine. I'm still ahead of Jet, and we're gonna use this one. And I'm gonna try to make this one work. Oh, almost! Dang, I can never get it. But I have a lot of air now. Fuck! I messed up! What? No! 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 Let me go! No! No, not like that! It's fine. We're back into business. Okay, we're cheating a bit. Some kind of shortcut. We're jumping a lot. Okay, whatever. Okay, we're using this road. It's pretty neat. I like it. Oh, okay. Okay, and we're gonna play it safe. No, I know this one. Oh, almost again. But I can just use air. I have a lot now. What happens? Okay. Oh, I'm winning, guys. I'm winning. Come on, Biscuits. Oh, this is it. I have it. No way. Yeah. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Oh, jeez. I did it. You see that? Sonic. Someone said a screenshot at Nendo. Sonic, of course. Boom. Huggy. Boom. Oh, good one. I had forgotten even about that comment. Let's go. How's it going, Biscuits? Oh, come on. Accept? Wait. It doesn't want me to accept? Don't tell me it's bugging. I think it's bugging out. Very good comment. You're saying that, but the game is not responding to my comments. I mean, press accept to continue. That's what I'm doing. But oh no, okay. They did say game data saved successfully, so I guess we're gonna have the sequel in the next stream. Oh, I'm so good. I'm gonna build up such an audience that all the people who will come just to see me follow up on Sonic Riders. All right, and the countdown just ended up. Actually, the timing was perfect. I'm just gonna roughly end this one here. And well, guys. Oh, I totally forgot to start the game, so I'm gonna do that in the meantime. Now imagine if you play Kirby Air Ride instead. I'm gonna look and see if I can install it. I think I will first try to finish like the story of Sonic Riders first. It might take a long time given how how much I've been struggling to get this one in. Okay, starting the game. But alright. Back to serious business, so we're back onto AoE 2. So today we're gonna have Biscuits against Hestia. So this is the semifinals of the Monk bracket. I don't remember which quarterfinals I did cast or were cast by someone else or something like that. But we're gonna try and cover the semifinals and finals, of course. Are the finals already scheduled? I don't remember. But yeah, I'm gonna try to schedule the semifinals and at least the finals, except if someone is doing it, which would be great as well. And so now we're gonna again do Biscuits against Hestia. That should be a very interesting matchup. I'm very much looking forward to this one. Just because of the play styles of the players, and also I think like skill-wise, they should be close enough. Which we'll always like to see, because it should make up for more interesting sets overall. Okay, I'm gonna close Discord now, and after this one, I'm gonna move on to the Champions semi-final. Only the first one, because I'm not gonna do 3 best of 5s in a row. So after that, it will be Randy Pan against Escalus, and hopefully I'm gonna be able to cast what was it? Michi against Mercurial. Michi against Mercurial was the other semifinals of Champions that I'm not gonna cast tonight, but hopefully I'm gonna be able to make it another time. But let's focus on the current sets. So recorded games. I think they played on Saturday. Actually, Biscuits until this one, maybe a bit tired. How do I draw you being tired? A bit on your knees, because I'm tired. Okay, whatever. Okay, so Biscuits played another best of 5 sets just before playing this one. So he was already warmed up. I don't know about Hestia, but okay. Very, very Biscuits. Nice emote. Oh, this is true. You did subscribe the previous time. Thank you for that. Enjoy the emotes. Okay, so what are we gonna have as maps goes? If I remember correctly, we got first pick, a ban, and then second pick, second ban, and then an admin pick out of the 3 remaining maps. Wait, 4 and 4, 9? Yeah, I don't remember how many maps overall there are. So maybe it was the only remaining one this time around. Okay, but we end up having Sunburn and Le Grand Fossé for Biscuits. Interesting choices. Biscuits is usually like pretty. He usually likes and is good at hybrid maps. Hestia, I'm sorry, I don't remember at the moment. I've cast so many games, so many sets. It's kind of all confused and mixed up in my head. But Hestia, on his end, went for Big Freeze and Badlands. Interesting maps. Badlands, I think, is more of a feudal map with execution, focused on execution. Big Freeze, you can cook stuff here. Sunburn, you can both. It can be very much execution based. It can be also like cooking based. Le Grand Fossé, I think, is very cooking based. So I'm curious to see what Biscuits might have cooked on Le Grand Fossé. I'm also a bit scared because sometimes Biscuits does cook and it's burnt. It's burned sometimes. As usual, symbol with angry, face with the symbols over the mouth or something like that. I even give you like kind of the hairstyle of, this guy. This is the nose. But yeah. So no triple tunnel, no roar rage. I'm happy about no roar rage. Oh, I could have showed you the stats page for this division. It could have been. He's a pretty aggressive player. But I did so. I saw him. Oh, okay. It's coming back. At least I did cast his set against TDI in quarterfinals. Okay, it's coming back. It was a weird set. It was a very weird set. And so you're saying he's a pretty aggressive player, but against TDI, I think he. I think TDI's game style kind of dictated what he had to do. So like it's not we didn't. I don't think we really saw the classic Hestia. I also did cast Hestia in group stage, but again I'm forgetting everything. And then no Hoodoo. Interesting. Too bad. I like Hoodoo. I think it makes up for interesting games. I think we've only had. I mean, we've only had great games on Hoodoo. Very interesting to see at least. And no Northern Crossings. Oh yeah, okay, there. So no Costa Rica. Could have been Costa Rica randomly. And no, I don't know. And there was another map, but it was African River. African River actually one of the most played maps in the end. I was a bit surprised, but it actually makes sense. We did see it quite often. Okay, and for that, what do we have? We did ban Chinese. Chinese ban is an interesting one. I didn't see. I mean, Chinese were very. Oh no, yeah. Chinese were very good on roll rage because of the starts. You can have a negligible idle TC time, so it's very strong with Chinese. But on the other maps, as first ban, I'm a bit surprised. Magas on Badlands can be very good. Wow. Holy hell, Biscuits. And I mean Hestia even. So I'm just noticing, look at the bands, guys. There's Badlands and no Mongols banned. This is crazy. So Magas were banned for Badlands, but instead of Mongols are super good on Badlands. The faster timing is super important, and you have a lot of hunts on this map. Khmer, we did see some crazy Khmer build by Love on Badlands. So I do understand banning Khmer, and they're always kind of scary. So on Sunburn, they've been pretty popular lately in this TCC2 at least. Hey Hestia, we got our 2 semi-finalists here. It's great. How are you doing, guys? Portuguese ban is interesting to me. Maybe on Badlands they can actually be good. There are like multiple patches of berries. However, there's also shellfish. So like I don't know. It's also a bit confusing to me. Like there's no Costa Rica, there's no Northern Crossing, no Hoodoo. Portuguese is slightly confusing to me, except if we're afraid of some FC shenanigans on Le Grand Fossé, but I don't think we should. Okay. Here we are afraid of Cumans. Okay, they're always scary. Or maybe maybe Hestia saw the African River game of Ghostwriter with Cumans and got afraid of it, and I'm not sure why you would be afraid of Cumans after seeing that game, so I'm guessing it's for something else. They can be pretty good on Big Freeze, again, I think. Badlands? No, for sure, not Badlands. Okay, Cumans is interesting. Armenians can be very good with the... they could be good on Badlands. I could see them with the long swords, and yeah, we did see Love, I think. Maybe in the other semifinals? Maybe Dr. Loops casted the other semi-finals. It might have been the quarterfinals though, with Love. So Armenians can be scary. Malians are always super good. Oh no! No, it wasn't Hestia? No, it was Coltrane. Coltrane very early in the group stage tried an F6 Betos on Le Grand Fossé against John Perkins. It didn't quite work out. The Tears Resign you can do with Cumans on African River are OP. Yeah. No, that was a great... I mean, always feel the cap tram rush. Look at those corners. Those corners are made for Sneaky Siege Workshop into cap trams from the rear. It's very good. And melee are very strong. I do like the melee ban. Always carry. You can always cook with them. Doesn't know what you want to do. Yeah, it worked out very well for Ghostwriter as well. And thus we have double Dravidian first pick and then Snipe. Interesting. Dravidians, they're pretty strong on those, or they're very good on African River, I'm guessing. However, it's going to be interesting. So both went for Dravidians first. Again, very good on African River, even on Big Freeze. I don't mind that. And Snipe, then okay. But then Biscuits as host had the second pick and went for Romance, which is interesting to me because there's Japanese still here, and Japanese, in my opinion, are kind of very good on African River and Badlands and Big Freeze and pretty good here. But it is true that Romance are also very good on Badlands. So actually, no, in the end, I was about to criticize choosing Romance over Japanese, but it's true that on Badlands, Romance should be pretty strong. Okay, so here we went for Romance. Here then Japanese and Mongols. Yeah, Mongols. I'm still very surprised at those bands, especially the Magyar bands instead of Mongols. If we're not gonna take it as first or second. Oh, by the way, Dravidians on African River scarier than Mongols on Badlands. I'm not so sure about that, guys. But all right, you cooked. Bulgarians, Byzantines. Now we're cooking. Talking about that. Bulgarians, a lot of Manhattan maps, even Badlands. I don't mind that at all, actually. I think they can be pretty strong. However, I would have preferred waiting a bit before picking Bulgarians. You can always get them as last pick or second to last pick, this kind of stuff. Byzantines. Where do we think that maybe Byzantines for African River? However, on African River, from what I've seen, the water aspect is not that important. That's also a good point for Byzantines, like meaning that you can only invest with one dock and then you win the water, one dock versus one dock, because of your stronger fires. However, the lack of eco bonus, I think, is even worse than just having this, comfort on water. So interesting one. Maybe just for a faster imp. Maybe we're thinking like some kind of Exbo into fast imp with the cheap Byzantine imp, or just like being able to cheaply spam camels and skirmishers. Okay, so Byzantines, interesting. I don't mind, but I'm waiting to see what we're gonna do with them. Celts, then we went for Koreans, Georgians, very strong civs. So we have strategies, and those are just overall strong civs. Koreans on Sunburn, I like it very much. Like, I think Sunburn fits the Korean playstyle very well. Georgians, always very good. On Badlands, well, we're gonna have Mongols, but also very good on African River just because of the head start. Hey, Thorian Knights. Meanwhile, in Militia Bracket, we have multiple sets with double first pick Bulgarians. That's what the lower elos can bring to you, which is super fun. I mean, look at those supposedly high elo, like still not taking Mongols as first pick. Bah. Okay, so I do understand those two very strong, and now again more civilizations with the strategies behind them. Celts and Scythians. Scythians, I think, can be pretty good on actually multiple maps, and Biscuits loves them, and I love them as well, and we both know how strong they are. On Big Freeze in particular, for the map control, it can be absolutely great. And sure, you don't have the greatest eco bonus, but on Big Freeze, if you have the Shellfish, then you have an eco bonus, basically. And Celts, I think, are underestimated. Even in African River, the faster, like, Lumberjack, like the wood bonus, is incredible. Or just the faster mana taps. Even on Badlands, like the faster mana taps on Badlands gives you still mobility, while it gives you the, the timing, right? You're the first with military on the field if you're going for mana terms, but you still have the mobility because the Celt mana terms, they are so fast. I don't mind Celts at all. I like them. And then the siege pushes, they have great follow-ups. They can be tricky to play in some matchups in particular. So let's see about that. And Franks is another question mark. Again, we do have multiple berries here. However, usually we're trying to avoid farming too much, which is another big bonus of the Franks. So like, usually we want to get onto the Shellfish. But I don't know, maybe we're gonna try the new Axemen on something like the Grand Fossé. Just you play Knights and into Axemen on the Grand Fossé. I think I don't mind that, actually. On Sunburn I think is very Archer focused, so I think you fall back against the civilization like Koreans. Big Freeze, I really wouldn't like them on Big Freeze. And yeah, but Badlands, I don't think I like them neither, because in Feudal Age all-ins, they do like Bloodlines, meaning, and their scouts will be weaker once Bloodlines is in for the opponent. So I don't think I like Franks on Badlands neither. And here, Persians, Italians, very strong civilization to finish this one off. Italians might be for African River, Persians might be for African River. I'm just noticing very hybrid civilizations here. That is pretty interesting because we only have one hybrid civilization. So maybe just save choices. But Italians and Persians are still very, very flexible. All right, as usual, I've been talking a lot, and I love that, and I hope you love that as well. And if you do not, well, what are you gonna do? Enough talking. No. So first game will be African River. I said Japanese where? Oh, so we have Mongols for Badlands for sure. Yeah, also we sniped Dravidians. We should have sniped Mongols. It's crazy. I mean, in my opinion, maybe not. Yeah, we have so many civs for Badlands. Japanese. I'm not even sure. Well, Japanese for African River, I'm guessing. I mean, Georgians. No, Georgians for African River. If we have Mongols for Badlands, then Georgians for African River. And then Japanese for Big Freeze because of the cheap mills and the crazy men at arms tower. Okay. Okay, so I'm looking Georgians here for Hestia, whereas here. So this is for Badlands, hopefully, but we have Bulgarians. Could be for Big Freeze still. Yeah, Crepost. Yeah, I don't mind that. Byzantines? No, Celts. I'm hoping to see Celts, but I could see actually Scythians or even Byzantines. But I would like to see Celts. Guys, let's figure out. Starting Capture Age, I will just set up the Capture Age overlay very quickly, and then we're gonna enjoy. It's loading up. Okay, I'm just gonna do that. This is not that one. This is still best of 5 monks. No, not sudden death. It is semifinals, and guys, we're in a teal player. So I guess I'm gonna have to root for the teal player, which is the superior color, especially compared to the boring blue. Maybe I'm gonna try to go double speed. I should try the CAD Rex. Oh no, guys, sorry, but I'm just gonna try to do something. I'm gonna window my game. Basically, I'm gonna try and minimize the resolution of my game, which is running behind that, as much as possible, so that it will. Yeah, it's awful. Okay, let's go. We're back. So that it consumes less resources. Hopefully, it will be a better experience for everyone here. So we're taking the shellfish. 5 on food. Let's see the build. So it is Byzantines against Italians. Okay. Okay, so Italians are here. I don't... No, I don't mind that too much. I don't mind that too much. You only have 1 rhino on this map, then a few deers to push in the shellfish. I do prefer taking the shellfish before. And here, I slightly prefer this opening. The shellfish is faster than the hunt. We only have 5 on foot to get onto wood faster and thus onto dog faster. And then you can start pushing in deers once you've scouted where you want to dock, but this is fine as well. We're just doing it the other way. The only thing... Are we scouting with the herdables? I guess it's fine as well. Not much to say. I mean, again, we've been through the group stage and the quarterfinals. Those guys should know how to play this map by now. 6 here, but I think this is the dog villager protected by the scouts. Good stuff. And here it's gonna be somewhat similar timing, slightly better. Maybe we're 6 on... Yeah, we were... Whoa. Slightly better, but now we're having up to 7 players on wood. Okay, interesting play from Hestia. Whoa. Okay, I'm gonna maybe stay on normal speed. Usually to go for the hybrid build, you want to go for 5 villages on wood, and with Italians they have cheaper fishing ships. So I personally even go with 4 on wood with Italians, and then you have the cheaper uptime. So you can get crazy uptimes with Italians if you do that. Big brain. Just realized the Biscuits shellfish was 1 tile further. The shellfish is somewhat fair, but there are some discrepancies, small discrepancies, I would say. Italian mana times maybe. For mana time archers with the Italians, I wouldn't mind that. Let's see if we're gonna capture this one. No, okay, good reaction from both. We did lose a bit of HP. I think that wasn't needed, but also it's kind of hard to see what the opponent is, like where the TC exactly is on this map. Oh, with the new patch, okay. I mean, honestly, like the first one was here, the second one is here. I think it's fine. I figured I would actually I did conduct some search some experiments myself on African clearing. I don't remember, something like that. Actually, the distance between the shellfish and the collection point is not that impactful because the shellfish are already collecting so fast. Well, it should be. But yeah, I just figured out that being 1 tile further away from the collection point doesn't matter that much in terms of like speed of collection. Okay, so the barrack is gonna be up soon, so it could still be like it's still mana time timing, and we're getting onto gold. Oh, idle TC, come on! But we are floating a lot of resources. The build is looking great. If we okay, that's fine. We're gonna fix that. That's not fine. Okay, yeah, I would have put it here, but I guess it's fine. And here, well. So far it's 3 against 3. Yeah, I do love. We were on 2, but we did remember about. We did remember to add one more cheap fishing ship again. For the Italians, it's cheaper. It is gonna be man-at-arms. Whereas here, I'm suspecting some defensive play for the Byzantines. We didn't scout the barrack yet. We're gonna scout that the opponent is on gold, but you never know if that means that the opponent is on is just on multiple docks. We did scout the dock from the opponent, and what about Hestia? Hestia didn't even bother to scout the dock. We haven't seen that. Guys, remember, the extra vision though for the Byzantines is always nice. So those villages are those houses, they are outposts for Byzantines already. So that's pretty neat. Mana-time upgrade, we're having a lot. The build is great from Hestia so far. Very low idle TC time from both. And we still have a lot of food. We have the rainfall up already. We could afford the blacksmith even very soon. Nothing on land. Oh, one thing on water, but it might come in too late. I mean, maybe the land is the priority at the moment. Yeah, not scouting the mana-time. Like the mana-time rush can be pretty easy to counter with some quick walls here like that. But if you scout it, and well, on hybrid maps, like you have so much to scout. We did lose the scout here, unfortunately, to the spear. The archer, though, dang, getting a bit more damage than it would have liked, I think. And we're not very good micro as well from Hestia. And behind that, we do have the follow-up. So far, the build from Hestia, even going on to... okay. We're even floating wood, but we're using 100 wood to go on to mill already, even though we have plenty of food still available. One thing though, we're floating a bit of resources. We could have maybe 2 more onto gold to be, and then we could have afforded 2 fires, I think, by this point. Forward villager? Interesting one. Oh, just aiming that. Okay, I didn't notice. And now we're gonna have the Byzantine archers. Nothing to write home about. Against the Italian archers, amazing with the extra armor. Amazing. And the scout has been forgotten, mainly, I think. But this could be huge. Yeah, we totally forgot about the water. I love this build from Hestia again. Oh, we had forgotten about... Again, that's what I actually said. Byzantines, no bonus economy. Meaning that the Italians have been able to do so much more with better timing and better upgrades and all, just because of the eco bonuses. But if the Byzantines do stabilize, well, it could be great for them. So we're finally switching on to cheap scums. We have to keep that in mind. Like the Italian archers are beastly, but we already have the fletching, by the way. Like beastly archers, but they will still die to the skirmishers. But I love how we kept alive those man-at-arms. They will be scary. We could even add 1 or 2 additional man-at-arms when the number of archers is whittled down. And we're actually already doing that. Yeah, we're forcing a tower. This is very good pressure from Hestia. This is what you get from playing a faster civilization against the Byzantines who are not. However, behind that, well, Biscuits did find some damage. That's pretty important to note, and we do still have the 3 fishing ships working undisturbed so far. But we're finding more damage. 5 deaths already. I think a 6th one. Maybe a 7th one. Yeah, this tower maybe was needed earlier. The pressure has been insane from Hestia. We're starting to float a bit of wood, but on hybrid maps, floating wood is not that big of a problem because you can spend it. And look at the resources even. we have the two buildings. If we realize that, I don't think we have a market, but we have the two buildings, and we basically have, with the Italians again, we have the resources to click up. Well, no, we didn't scout the extra deep fish, so we're going all the way here. We're gonna take this deep fish. Interesting. Okay. And the men-at-arms are still finding value. Like we did only kill one villager at the start with the opening, and someone could have thought, oh, this is bad value for men-at-arms. Only one villager. However, they are still like finding a lot of value. Yeah, those are 150 wood. Yeah. That's a bug with fishing ships, very annoying. The one going here, it's not a bug, it's just that he didn't. The fishing ships do not have the vision of those deep fish, and the next deep fish are here. Oh, actually here. So nice redock. No, okay, sorry. Expensive redock attempt. So here, I think we finally cleared. But that's what I was talking about. The difference in timing will be crazy. We're gonna stay on 2. Okay. So with Hestia, I think Hestia realizes how much damage he has done, how much ahead he is in this game, and how much ahead he should be in timing, despite losing the water. So I think that's good game recognition from Hestia to still go for archers against skirmishers. Why? Because, well, with the crossbowmen, Bodkin crossbowmen power spike, you're gonna hit those archers, and you're gonna be able to find a lot of damage. And I would love to see a forward siege workshop as well with the timing. This was a bit expensive, and it was found even. Damn, that's crazy. Because we did have we had this one, but this one is finding now this. Dang, that's unfortunate. We could also. Nice. I did talk about that. That's a great move as well to add an additional man-at-arm. Oh no, we're on 2 stone. I'm not sure about choosing the option to go for castle rope instead of siege workshop, but overall, like decision making wise, this is a neat tower. I think we could have waited, but better be greedy. Better be safe than sorry, right? Ghostwriter, look at that. This is being not greedy. The men-at-arms are pushing it back. I mean, they should still die with a bit more of micro, but they're buying time. And yeah, resources. Cancel a few archers. Maybe use the market. No market yet, though. I think a market on hybrid maps, market can be great. We're gonna try and jump under the tower. Again, we have the extra armor for the Italians, but I still don't think we can jump under. And that's why I was talking about the forward siege workshop, because sure, this is causing a lot of headaches to Biscuits, no question about that. However, with the forward siege workshop, now you could push all this area, and well, the opponent cannot expand safely. And I have also to commend Hestia for keeping track of what's happening on water as well. This is very hard. Like this game, you have to realize as a player is very messy, very hard to play. A lot of multitasking involved. And being able to fight on water and land, and he's on the fishing ships from Biscuits, which is a lot of value. Okay, this is what I was talking about. A bit later than it could have been, but it's so like again the idea is here. I'm still not so sure about dropping a castle with the Italians on Byzantines, right? If you're against a cavalry sieve, for sure. But the idea is great. The idea is to just push the advantage you have at the moment on a very aggressive map to just seal this off, right? To take this home. We could even be cheeky and maybe click the cheap Italian upgrade on the dock, but I don't think we need that. We could redock as well. Stuff like that. There are many possibilities, but I do like keeping the resources overall for siege. However, Biscuits is hard to kill. He's a player that it's difficult to kill him because he's gonna make the good decisions to stay alive and maybe come back if you let him. We did lose the fishing ships, and again, the multitasking on those hybrid maps very difficult. So those move. Looks like the capture rate is struggling today. I don't like that. PowerPoint. Yay, PowerPoint. vision, great. But again, it's still Byzantines, right? Byzantines can really come back from far behind, and especially in the hands of Biscuits. Sorry, maybe I will do that. Up. Here we go. So let's see, the siege macro is gonna be important, and let's see what Biscuits is gonna do to counter that. Behind at home, we are more than fine. We're actively mining stone. Okay, so we are really thinking that the fort castle is gonna be the game for us. And I mean, okay, still a nice shot finally. Oh, this is always awful. This was a very good job by Biscuits to snipe a Mangle with the skirmishes, with the cheap skirmishes as well. Fire ships are so blind. Yeah, no, it's you have to kind of patrol them. I think I could have used the stable here too. Crossbow knights or crossbow siege. In this case, I think siege is better because then you can also push the buildings. I guess knights could have kept on raiding here. Maybe knights would have been better, but you don't really have the Fudico. And this is a choice though. Dang. So we have all the army here, but we're choosing to drop the castle on the opposite side where we have no army. We have all the map control here, but we're choosing to post the castle here. And it might be a dot castle with a lot of villager losses. I think you have to cancel this one. No, I think it's not going up. It was too greedy, too little villagers and on the wrong side. Dang, this is the kind of mistake that you can make that can bring a player and a civilization like Biscuits with Byzantines back in the game. Good move though. The opponent is focused here, so you sneakily bring your crossbow here, finding value ourselves. We are, but the castle not going up, and this castle like it's a lot of resources, and we still, and now the macro is starting to. But the macro is off for both actually. Dang, I didn't realize, but actually Biscuits lost a lot. Wait, I didn't realize, but Biscuits lost way more on this sequence. In the end, the overall sequence was better for Hestia, but it shouldn't have been. I thought I was dead here. And honestly, I understand the sentiment. I would have thought that as well. In your shoes, but it's true. Like, it's because sometimes it's hard to understand how bad the situation is for the opponent, how much you've killed yourself. The idle TCC time, again, very messy map, very aggressive, so this kind of idle TCC time is what you get. We didn't roll in the corners, so one villager can still construct the building from this corner. Be careful about that here as well. Noob Biscuits. But actually, the idle TCC time is interesting because Biscuits usually manages to keep a low idle TCC. Oh, very good find as well. Just rotating around the wood lines of the opponent to pick off some villagers. This TC, oh yeah, finding a lot of value. When you're on 25 villagers, basically like a feudal age economy, and you're losing like even one villager, it's big loss. But yeah, I was saying Biscuits usually manages to keep a low idle TCC time. However, this time around, like he's been so, like it's been so hard for him because of Hestia's build and approach that he hasn't been able to keep it low as usual. Even here, yeah, we can dive a bit under the tower even. Like the farming eco is completely disrupted. We're gonna have a second TC, but it's gonna be for defense, right? Because we're not gonna have the economy to produce from 2 TCs. By the way, interesting. I think the water has been forgotten here, and it's sometimes like in those games, again, you're so focused on the land, you don't want to lose your massive crossbow for nothing, so like you're just microing them. But if you remember, and especially for Italians, it can be pretty easy to get back the water. Again, the cheap upgrade for the navy. I think that might die, but getting the water back. We're floating so much stone. Okay, it's gonna be here. Hestia! Holy balls on you! That was a very close call. My eco was a pretty big disaster overall, so it was very hard to recover. Wow, that was... Wait. How much... Did you actually... No, you don't. You didn't even hit it. Oh my goodness! I got scared for you for a bit. Like it was so close to kill. You were so close to killing your own castle foundations. That's unfortunate, but I think the mangonel was just here to bite enough time for this castle to go up, and I think that's gonna be good. And with this one, we could even maybe get this one up. The castle shoots here, and then we have villagers to finish this one. Yeah, we did lose the army of crows. Oh, interesting. Ah, the classic charge of the skirmishers. So scary. Oh no, don't tickle me. They are doing more than tickling with Bodkin and I mean, well, it's just coming back to that. Imagine if you think about going back onto water, and you've been floating a wood for quite a bit. Again, it's good to float wood on those maps, but well, it's good because you have water, so you can try to invest again into water. It's pretty unlikely that the opponent is gonna fight you on water, especially when the eco is looking like this. And I think we're doing just that. Yeah, we're shooting down those walls to be able to finish this one. I like it. The skirmisher raid is actually pretty deadly, but we've already been moving our eco. Oh, sneaky. That was a heart attack, but I didn't even notice. I did feel the heart attack. So state of the game, pretty dire for Biscuits. Let's not fool ourselves. Yeah, pretty dire, but however, again, we have Byzantines. They can really make something happen with the cheaper imp and the cheap scums against Italians. Like if kind of long term at this point, but if we manage to get a castle of ourselves here and then a cheaper imp with again the cheap scums, we could stabilize and then come. Whoa, again, you're playing with fire here. Byzantines can still hope to come back. It's very difficult, obviously, but like there's still a slim chance here, I think. However, so to come out, you still need a better economy than that, so we're adding TCs. I do like that. However, what I don't really like is adding TCs here. You do want the stone, but I think you're too close from the opponent who has the initiative. I think those corners are made for coming back and rebooming. So I would have preferred a TC here. Those two TCs, actually. Yeah, this one was actually questionable, I would say. Just on the hill. I swear, in every game on this map, at least one player ends up with 0 on food at some point. The raids were still ongoing, but yeah, simple mangonel pushing that away, and we're establishing some... No horse collar, of course, but it's horse collar because of the greedy man. Horse collar with Byzantines on a hybrid map. How greedy are you? Or maybe you got it later. I hope you got... Actually, we're gonna... I want to check that now. How greedy are you, Biscuits? Economy? Okay, it was on the way to castle it, which is fine. That's all right. That's all right. Floating a lot of food, but yeah, we're setting up a decent farm eco now. Slowly but surely, Hestia is pulling so far ahead. I never noticed. We had the +2 before the Bodkin. Now that is an interesting move. Meaning that when we killed the mangonel here, it was without Bodkin. That's even more impressive. Dang. I mean, does it change something actually? No, actually, Bodkin or not, it doesn't change anything except for the range. Because it's too much piece armor anyway. Ah, Hestia is doing the nice move. You even have... Get wrecked. Let's go! Get wrecked, absolutely wrecked by nature. Gaia doesn't like you. I mean, look at you, like all those disgusting building. Yeah, the Italian castle isn't the best looking one. The Byzantine castle is quite nice looking, I think. The scum boom just got eaten. I mean, Again, commending the Byzantines, the cheap skirmishers have been doing wonders in this game. Wonders, for sure. We're gonna actually at the end of the game we're gonna have a look at how many skirms were made by Biscuits. But, I'll tell you, I don't enjoy microing without Bodkin, but didn't have the food. You sure? Yeah, this castle was quite brutal. This castle was very ballsy, but also like it does kill the game because of all the farming. And guys, 51 cheap skirmishes for the Byzantines. We did start with 3 archers. Okay, interesting. Well, we're gonna do men-at-arms, 5 men-at-arms. And I don't know I'm not sure what to add except like great build by Hestia. A great attempt at throwing. This one was magical. But overall, like I did like the decision making and the execution. Well, first the execution. Just maybe being a bit late on we had slightly too little on gold, only 3 for a long time, and thus we had to delay the watcher. So we lost our fishing ships earlier than we could have, in my opinion. But otherwise, like we kept the men-at-arms alive so that they could push back the skirmishers, meaning that we could keep the archer mass alive, and then we went up super fast compared to the opponent. That's what you get for being Italians and going for archers instead of the food unit skirms. And well, we wanted to finish the game with the castle drop, didn't happen, but then we thought about the seed workshop, and that was the beginning of the end, I think. Actually, no, maybe not the beginning of the end. Maybe the end was soon. The castle drop, but then I didn't really pay attention. These crossbowmen, I think, are gonna kill a lot of villagers because we're on 36 and a lot of idle time as well. Yeah, no food, no gold neither. Yeah, okay. Here we're gonna kill a lot of villagers. Okay, just passing. Okay, I was focusing here. We lost ourselves a lot of villagers, but we killed a lot of villagers as well. That's why in the end the trade ended up being better for you. Well, you still kind of, in quotes, lost a castle, but yeah. No, very good stuff. Very good stuff. And also like pretty good defense by Biscuits. But he was on the back foot from the beginning. Again, as Byzantines, this is normal in my opinion. Because Italians are using so many bonuses on this one. Byzantines, it's gonna kick in later in the game. I think the main problem was not scouting the barrack and thus not scouting the men-at-arms. But I don't even blame you because it's kind of hard to scout everything. It's not obvious where the opponent is gonna place the barracks. So in the end, the barracks was placed here, but it could have been here even or here. You scouted this side, and had you scouted this side, you would have spotted the men-at-arms, and then I think it would have been a different game. But then, maybe the mistake was to not expect men-at-arms or not consider it. Because had you considered men-at-arms opening by the opponent, maybe you could have quick-walled your villager in before they came in. And I think it just snowballed out of control after that. Good stuff. Very good first game. Oh yeah, I'm sending you here, exactly. GG in chat. GG in chat. Nice, very, very nice start of the series actually. African River, a good map to start a series. I like it. Well done. So we already have our answer. But the Italians are just too good. And by the way, Byzantines picked actually like pretty early for Biscuits against the last pick of Hestia. So again, this is really like, I'm gonna do kind of a pan. So this is cooking against just strength, right? Here we mainly went for strong sieves for Hestia, whereas Biscuits had the stuff in mind when choosing worst sieves on paper. And here, well, the men-at-arms did a fantastic job, I think. The build was pretty neat overall. And actually, I did question the I did question the 7 on wood early on in Dark Age, but in the end it provided a very smooth build because, and it's true, with Italians, on this map you do get like shorefish and a lot of hunts, and you have the cheaper uptime. So with 7 on wood, with Italians, you're still gonna be able to click at a normal time. I think you clicked up with 20 views, which is like pretty fast for Manhattan build actually with the hybrid map. 2 fishing ships, and you had the barracks on time, which usually is hard to afford. So good stuff. Well, not map-based Manhattan drawing, but okay. Alrighty, I'm just gonna click on the game 2 without looking at the sieves. Game 2 will be on Le Grand Fossé. So this will be game 2. Biscuits is taking Hestia onto Le Grand Fossé. For Le Grand Fossé, this will already be an answer to some questions I'm having. So I said Romans for Badlands, surely. Bulgarians, I'm thinking for Big Freeze with the hopefully some Krepos spam in the middle. Oh, but then Kerts where? Or maybe Kerts for Badlands, but I much prefer Romans, especially against Mongols, right? I could say Dungeon Rush. Do we think it's a siege push map? I don't think it's a siege push map. Not all in at least. Maybe it's a siege push and you boom behind. Okay, maybe the Sicilians with some sergeants into archers, and then dungeons here. Okay, I'm gonna guess Sicilians for Biscuits on Le Grand Fossé, and here, what did I say? I don't remember. Koreans for Sunburns, Japanese for Big Freeze, Mongols for Badlands. This is a question mark. Georgians or Persians? I don't mind either. The fortified church maybe are very good. That looked to be a Seals warrior when I see the shield and sword, but somehow look like Traveler cosplaying men at arms in the end. Nice drawing. Thank you. Thank you for the compliment. I'm just gonna remember the positive side of it. Alright, I don't know between Georgians and Persians. I don't have a preference, honestly. Maybe Georgians, you still have the timing, right? Okay, I'm gonna go with the Georgians, and well guys, let's jump into the game. I'm gonna load up Capture Age, and we're gonna have an answer, and I was very wrong. Very, very wrong. Civ-wise. So it's not gonna be Koreans on Sunburn, it's gonna be Koreans on Le Grand Fossé, which is interesting. Koreans on Le Grand Fossé. What are we cooking here? So I'm just gonna wait and see what Hestia cooked here. And here it's gonna be Bulgarians here. I don't mind neither. I was just hoping for Krepost on Big Freeze mainly, you know. But the Manhattan Trush opening as well on this map, we've seen that multiple times, because you can pressure those wood lines. Those wood lines are the natural one to expand to, right? You don't have any wood line inside. But it's pretty easy to tower, you see. And it's only 2 wood lines, then the additional wood lines are quite far away from the starting TC. So it's kind of harder to get. And you do have 3 balls. So that's also a good point in favor of the... Oh, we're getting a boring! Cheating! Dang. Hestia with the hacks. Okay, 3 balls means that the Manhattan openings are easier, more food, right? I do think sieves are interchangeable now for these 2 maps. I would say yes and no, because of the map layouts. Here, you're gonna fight on one side or the other side, and you have a lot of backspace to boom. On Big Freeze, it's actually kind of the opposite. You don't have backspace to boom, and everything is gonna happen in the middle. So those are 2 pretty different map layouts. The main similarity I will give you that is that you start walled in by palisade walls with shorefish. You do have the shorefish here. 5 per... Oh, it's 4? I thought it was 5, but okay, that's okay. I guess cripples are still pretty good here if you get access here. Like you can have a line of cripples, for instance, here, here, and here, and you have a lot of map control, and it's pretty easy to push in. And Bulgarians still have a lot of. So 19 loom. I think we're gonna be able to click up. Do we? Damn! Look at that, guys. Two crisp build again from both players. The barracks is coming up now, which will be a very fine. Oh no, we housed. Okay, it's gonna come up. I think it's still. It's gonna be delayed. Oh, that's too bad actually with Bulgarians, because with Bulgarians you do get the mana time upgrade right away, meaning that if you can have your militia here just as you're hitting feudal age, you can already use them before, for instance, before those walls are up. Let's see, the scout is gonna be annoying, but losing a bit of HP. We're trying to delay the walls, but of course Hestia is no fool. Hestia is Koreans, and so Bulgarians. Bulgarians, pretty surely are gonna use their very good mana time bonus. So you're gonna pre-wall, and I do like that. We're gonna be safe from mana times, but let's see if we. I'm not seeing any I'm seeing some forward villages. Let's see, 3 so far. So it's not Chris, it's Biscuits, only 3. 4 is only for Chris. But look at that, guys. We're a bit delayed, in my opinion. Right? We could have been here already. And let's see. We have the barracks. We have a lot of wood. Ooh, very low on food. Double range. Okay, Koreans double range. No, I'll loot 2 at the same time. Dang, yeah. I mean, Sunburn and Le Grand Fossé. Okay, I can see that. Okay, I can see that. Oh yeah, you were talking about Koreans. Yeah, okay. Sure. I guess it makes sense. So it's gonna be a forward tower with 3, countered by a defensive tower with a 7. Exactly, I was about to ask. We're on stone already, so a bit too much on stone though. We have the Manatoms trying to break here. I'm not sure about trying to break here, because look at that. This is such a tight base, right? Everything is so close to the TC. Hestia can just add some walls here, and then you cannot go under the TC. It's too strong. So I'm not sure what this tower is doing. And we have gold on this side as well. So I don't think this tower is doing too much. And yeah, having 3 on stone already is a bit too much. Usually for tower rushes, you want to start with only 1 and then you send 2. But it's still double archery range, but we do have the... Where is it? Oh, it's very far away though. I don't know if I like that. We already have the Manatoms into scums against the Koreans. Makes sense. We saw the double range. You see double range, you go for scums. Especially with Bulgarians, you're gonna be able to afford those upgrades very easily. I mean, the Koreans get the armor for free, but we didn't put in this simple palisade, I think. It's fine though, yeah, we do have the archers, so the Manatoms cannot really run in, and what would they have done anyway? So I'm not sure about this tower. It does deny the berries. I guess it denies the berries. Okay, I don't mind this tower, but later. This second tower could have been here or here, because I do love that we cancelled this one. This one was about to be up. We were about to lose a villager had we committed to it. But then forcing the opponent to place the first tower means that you can place another one at a place where the opponent's tower is not covering anymore. And we do have the scums. I think the scums will be... Oh, the scout is still alive! Wait. Hello there. Oh, the scout is annoying though. Okay, it's gonna go down. It was a good thinking of Hestia. However, idle TC time is starting to pile up for both players, but even more for Hestia. So this is kind of the unseen damage that you do when you do this kind of rushes, and why you shouldn't... Oh, good stuff here. Oh, good stuff. So we're committing to the veil fight. There only are scums here. Scums are not scary. Where are the archers? Okay, we're coming back to help. However, the Korean archers might be very good. Nothing in the tower. We can try to kill the villages, but the scums... Very good micro by Biscuits though, like the jumping in and out of the tower to try and delay the veils. And then using the scums specifically to target the archers And now we're gonna run away, hopefully. We did lose 2 villages though. The Ville fight was good. However, again, in those kind of rushes, you might feel, oh, I lost a lot for... I mean, I invested a lot for not much damage, but the idle time might be damage that you're doing. And you did lose 2 villages, but that was also a lot of idle working time for those villages. A lot of idle working time. The men-at-arms finally finding value, so I'm happy for those men-at-arms. They haven't been providing too much so far. Oh, I guess we could have had the men-at-arms here actually, but that was a great recognition from Hestia that, you know, there's nothing scary here. 2 scums and 3 villages. I can jump on that. I do like that, and we can get onto the berries. But we do have quite a bit of stone. In the end, resources collected, and yeah, again, the unseen damage, resources collected, even though we've been investing like more resources into the rush, so like, don't get fooled by that. It doesn't mean that Biscuits is super far ahead. I mean, we're competing, and now the castle age timing, I think, is gonna be the important factor. And the defense to the counterattack, we do have one. That was a nice defensive tower. I mean, you've been on stone for a long time anyway. We might need another one. Maybe it wasn't needed though. Like, you have scums, especially with such a defensive range. That's the one benefit from such a defensive range, right? The scums took a long time to get to the front, but at least it's great to defend. You have the reproduction right away. We just got the vision for Biscuits. How fast are we gonna react? We're focused. What are they doing? Oh, we killed the villager from the opponent as well? I didn't notice. Oh, here we killed the villager. Oh, I don't... Maybe not. Okay, an archer got killed. We killed the villager here. So 3-1. But again, idle this time. Actually, towering the berries did that. This is super annoying. And this is the problem with Koreans, right? If the opponent just goes for scalps, well, what do you do? Stable? You don't really want to go into stable as Koreans, do you? Okay, we're still chasing down this one. I'm not sure what this one was doing here. I think there was one that was left over around here. Interesting. Forcing this defensive tower is actually great for those scums. This is pretty nice value. And now they're just coming back, and they could clean this one. I think we have to play sneaky. However, behind that, the Fudico from Biscuits, not the greatest. We just emptied our shorefish, whereas Hestia still has a bit of shorefish, actually. Hestia might be able to get up to Castle Age faster. Again, the resources collected do not tell the whole story. It's not because you have more resources collected then you're gonna have a faster Castle Age timing. Just because we've been investing into a lot of... Those times, those are not cheap skirmishes, so it's a lot of food. And we're investing into the upgrades. Bulgarian upgrades, sure, so cheaper, but still. And the farming economy is actually struggling. I think you should even delete those walls at this point. Because like you're clearly scrambling for space. Farming space is a resource in this game as well. Nice, taking down the house. We killed 2 in the end. Yeah, we did kill... Damn, we were on 3 kills. I think we cleared the 3 forward villages, but then we had 2 random villages here by Biscuits. Maybe to tower again, but then they just got caught by the opponent. Am I seeing a market from either? Okay, market and market. We're not on... that might be very important. Oh, that might be very important. That's actually like... tower fight here. What are we trying to do with this one though, Biscuits? You're gonna deny 2 farms? And I'm not even sure Hestia should counter tower this one, right? It's not doing much, is it? And I was about to say, a gimmick of this map, those towers though are gonna be guard towers right away upon hitting Castle Age, so it's gonna be great for Hestia. Great tool to defense and maybe for offense. We're still on stone. How much? Oh damn, that was a noob mining camp. You could have placed it here. I didn't notice. Yeah, still quite a bit of stone. Not enough for a castle. Wait. enough for... No, not enough for a castle. Okay, interesting. Maybe we're gonna buy 100 stone. More scums. Always more scums. And you even missed the previous game. I mean... In both games, we've seen men at arms, but then it's been archers against scums. It still denies 2 or 3 farms. Yeah, but I mean... Your Koreans, I don't think you bother about the food that much. And then it was still in range of this one, who was about to get Botkin, I'm guessing. And then the guard tower upgrade. Very cool stuff that you didn't just lose this army. Okay, but I was saying, no stone here. We have some extra stone here, but then all the remaining stone, apart from those, are here. Wood lines, wood lines, wood lines. Are we gonna maybe try a castle forward, or maybe first a TC? Maybe a TC here to secure the stone again. I just talked about it in this area. I think it's gonna be a TC. No. Market usage. Market. Oh, the wood prices are not that good already. Oh no, we're missing. No, we're gonna have to buy 200 stone. That's unfortunate. I do like the siege workshop. Yeah, I do like the siege workshop even at home. Crossbowman, Botkin. But what damage are we gonna be able to find here? Yeah, we don't. Oh, this is unfortunate. This stone has been cut off by this tower. And yeah, we run out of stone here in the base. No, we're super far away from buying 200 stone. It's super expensive, and we have no resources. I think, I mean, you do like castle drops, don't you, Hestia? But I think you're investing a bit too much into them. Just a bit too much. Okay, we're gonna break in here. Shouldn't find too much villager kills. Okay. If Biscuits... My bad. Yeah, make sure the entrance is wide. No, we still... Okay, we can buy. Okay, let's go, finally. Oh. Oh, no. That's so unfortunate. Maybe you should have waited for the 4th palisade tile to go down to be able to place it in range of the opponent's TC. At least you're gonna deny this gold, but there's still this gold for quite a bit, and extra TC here. Nice touch. I think after everything, Biscuits is ahead. Look at the difference. Like the idle TC time. Again, Biscuits very good with the idle TC time. So he's way ahead in economy. Already wheelbarrow, which is pretty nice in this messy game. I never noticed, but not even double B-tax. We got too distracted. And then we are not even thinking, I mean, we don't even have the economy for that. The economy is in a terrible place. In the end, wanting to place down a castle killed us, I think. I mean, the game is not over yet, but I think it's looking pretty good for Biscuits. He has a lot of skirmishes. He's gonna get the upgrade. He already has the armor that was very cheap for Bulgarians. Wow. Spidey sense. And he just spotted that. Dang. And also, like, the castle is not providing that much value in the end. Even the unique unit, the war wagon, is gonna be completely countered by this skirmisher, by this mass of skirmishers. Outpost. Hello, Biscuits. Now that's a Biscuits game. Ah, we just found some skirmishes. Always scary. Ah, the cray post. We are not on stone. We aren't on stone, but we discounted the TCs for Bulgarians, so we have enough stone for TC still. 50 stone a piece. And cray posts are great. 350 stone is basically small castles. But like they're less strong, but they're strong enough to control this kind of stuff, pushing you away from the gold. He could get Botkin as well. The skirmishes are here. Ah, might get flattened though. Might get flattened. But the economy for Hestia is... Well, we're starting to float a lot of stuff, but we've been idled for quite a bit now. Come on, I'm staying here to see the shots. Shoot! Shoot! But yeah, the cripples are actually built pretty fast. Dang, we lost one villager here. Let's go. Oh yes. Oh, that's what we like to see. Downhill. Oh yes, more. Oh, the value on this rocket card. Dang. That was satisfying. That was satisfying. We've seen Conics as well. +2. Oh, again, the cheap upgrades on for the Bulgarian blacksmith. Crazy good. Still no Botkin. I think with Botkin we might range this one. And we're jumping in, and I think we're gonna be able to idle so much economy. We do have guard tower and stuff. No ballistics yet, but still. I'm still standing. Great stuff. No one expanding onto the stone area. I'm a bit surprised. Like there's been a lot of stone thingy happening here, but no one taking. Yeah, we are actually. I do like it. I do like it, especially as Koreans. Stone is super valuable. Hey Otter, how's it going? Oh no! This is brave. This is very brave, but this is not needed. You didn't sacrifice your lives. What are you gonna do with that? Oh, for the wood line. You've been scrambling for a good wood line. I mean, you have this one. It's somewhat protected, I guess, but it's not great, eh? Meh. Still a bit of value. And let's see. I mean, the games keeps going on, but Biscuits keeps expanding and securing an ever better position with better economy. We do have a push happening here with now 3 rocket cards. We did kill a lot of the skirmishers, so we can go on to war wagons. I don't mind that at all. Do we know about the expansion? We don't know yet. I think this TC is gonna go down pretty fast. That could be some dead villages. That could be a nice blow. I still don't think it will be able to make up for the difference in population and economy. Yeah, we can. Okay, some good findings. But this push will have to keep on going for quite a bit. And actually, we will need to push in pretty fast, but the opponent already has a defensive siege workshop. I'm not seeing the comeback happening, unfortunately. Okay, we're trying to expand, but we're only 8 on food. Okay, we're still mining stone here. Okay, we can afford a second Krepos now. Yeah, to re-secure the game, it would be a bit boring, but if Biscuits really wanted to secure the game, Krepost here, I think, and I mean some walls here, or something in the siege workshop. Yeah, he has a mangonel coming. Okay, finally bloodlines and husbandry. Light cavalry, nerd. You have conics. Why light cav? You have all the gold in the world, like you have all the gold you want here. We found that. Okay. It's 2 TCs against 2 TCs, but there's quite a head start for. I don't know how many units that Krepos at my door killed. That's a good question. A bit. I didn't realize. Okay. Opening this finally is smart, but I guess you wanted to do. You wanted to do it earlier. I didn't realize that so many of your villagers tried to pass through here. And in the end, it's interesting. I was talking about like south for one player and north for the other player, but in the end it will be east against west. Looks like, right? A bit. Well, to be fair, Biscuits has lost more villagers than you in this game. But the idle this time is telling a lot, and also like those TCs were up way earlier than yours. You're gonna get onto 3 TCs. Somehow it's getting to like a stable game, like stabilized game, which is a bit surprising when there's this much of a difference in army and economy. But I guess like Biscuits does not need to finish this one soon. Alright, he can take his time. Just raid, keep raiding to keep the opponent busy, the economy inefficient. Then you drop a castle here. Well, he doesn't have access to stone. He would need to go here for extra stone now, right? Yeah, he just finished here. Ah, nice touch here. He reacts right away. That was very good by Biscuits. He can jump into the tower if he remembers about it. I don't think so. Okay, no one collecting relics neither. Where are the knights? Okay, they're just running around there. War wagons. War wagons are very good against knights. Very expensive though. Okay, 30 for Biscuits. Boso. Okay. It has been a messy game, and we do have a mass of skirmishes. No, actually, I think it's still the same mass of skirmishes. The remnants. Ah, ram push. Okay. We did build this one very early on in Castle. I don't think it ever produced something before those rams. And looks like Biscuits is gonna let this one go. And I think I agree. I mean, again, I think this side now belongs to Hestia, and this one is a bit hard to keep up. 3 villages slowly working on the knights. What's gonna go down before? I still think the knights go... Yeah, the knights are going down faster, for sure. Somehow... What the hell? Is he gonna react to this one? If he garrisons now... He has knights in... Oh, come on. Yeah, Biscuits is pretty good with the map awareness. Pretty good. Even expanding here, that's nice with the personal guard, those villages. Those are heroes. Like they've been mining so much stone. We lost 1 out of the 4 that were here. And I think those are also the ones that built up the creepers that found so much value. And yeah, just knights roaming around. Biscuits slowly getting onto like 100% economy. Slowly getting to Imperial Age. We're still missing a second building to click up, but yeah, getting the resources for Imperial Age. Whereas Hestia, not quite. 40 food and 0 villagers gathering it. Kill the market! Killing the market is big. Yeah, the economy from Hestia is still like... I've seen better fuel age economies. He picks the minimap every few seconds, I can tell. He's very good with that. I mean, and that's why he makes so many outposts, because someone who's looking... Oh, we did lose our market ourselves. Interesting. Someone who's looking at the minimap so often benefits. Finally, the imp is coming in for Biscuits. But yeah, if you're looking at a lot of your minimap outposts, provide a lot of value. Come on, capture rate subscription does not provide as much value as I would like it to do because it crashes. Oh, let's go! That's a real crash as well. Well, not. Oh. And up. So we are moving on to the... Wait, no? Ah, yes. So I told you I've been switching to the windowed mode for my game behind, like since I'm just using capture rate. So we're gonna finish with this UI. It's so bad. Yeah, I'm just gonna finish the casting here. I'm working with the same resolution than you're seeing, and I think we're gonna have a great time. No, go no. Okay, maybe go double speed. Yeah, the knights clearing up the skirmishers, finding a lot of value. Village. We ended up with I cannot even see how many. Okay, 20, 21, 27 villages. Okay, you know what? I don't think it's a very good idea. Okay, we're gonna get back onto... Okay, that's better. 27. GG, well played. I think it's a fair time to call it. Or even the creepers coming up here. Yeah. Alright. Gustav, and with that, we have a series because Biscuits is getting onto the scoreboard. I will say it was his home map, and it didn't look like it wasn't dominant, right? Usually when you just lost the first game, which is a bit aggravating, right? Losing the first game. We said Koreans. Well, there's no one to cry, but I guess it's fine. But indeed, if you're choosing to go onto your home map after the first loss, then usually you want to go for the comfort pick to get the easy win. Mentally, that's the best that can happen to you. And here, it was a win, so that's comforting for Biscuits. But it was not an easy win, right? We did see some connects, but we did see some crepos as well. I think that. Oh, I should have. Some stony, yeah, okay, that will do. Up, some crenellations. Up, the tap, up. There's a door here. Here is the corner. That's kind of a tag. Maybe the murder holes here. Actually, yeah, murder holes. I don't know if we researched murder holes, or the crenellations are very bad. This is not. Oh. This is a crumbling crepos. We did see one crepos fall, so this is the crumbling crepos, because this is the crepos that really provided a lot of value to Biscuits. So we're drawing this hero crepos, but it's kind of crumbling, right? I'm actually gonna add the ram touch. Here we go. This is the ram taking down the brave Crepost. Good job, Crepost. You did a good work. Bang. Absolute sins, guys. Absolute sins. Drawn to you in 3D. 4K resolution. And what did I say? Oh yeah, I wanted to check game 3. Game 3 is gonna be on Badlands, so not so surprising. Hestia going for his home map now. And I'm fully expecting Mongols. That Biscuits, again, in my opinion, should never have left open for Hestia to pick. Whereas here, well, I'm thinking Romance. I'm thinking Romance might be the second best civilization on this map. So let's see what the guys are cooking. We're gonna jump into Cap Trade. Hopefully this time around it won't crash. I should try to get those CAD recordings. Like they're pretty smooth to watch without the game behind. So that could be a thing. Oh, but then you're getting spoiled. It is Sicilians, okay. No, we're going for. Okay, we're going for the cooking. I don't mind Sicilians at all. I do mind Sicilians a lot against Mongols. Sicilians can be very good, especially against some Men-at-Arms opening. Now that you can have the dungeon built in Dark Age, you can really have the sergeant production, sergeants who are better and need no upgrades compared to Men-at-Arms. The sergeant production to help, and the dungeon to help against the Men-at-Arms rush. So I think Sicilians can be great against that. However, against someone who has Mongols, and we're gonna see here already the first elephant under the TC is gonna go super fast here. We're getting onto the wood line. Maybe we need the third, maybe even a fourth villager on wood. The uptime is gonna be crazy, I think, from Hestia. I'm expecting a 16 villager no loom uptime, because again we're pushing in at least the second deer, maybe the third even. I didn't notice. Yeah, second elephant coming in. Interesting. Do you think Mongols first and Romans second? They play very differently. I think so. They do play very differently. I think Mongols just want to go for the no-brainer scouts into archers. No loom is for archers. Well, if you're against Sicilians as well. Yeah, I think against Sicilians you even go. If you go super fast, usually yeah. Bah, come on! You're against Sicilians. He's not gonna go for Men-at-Arms or Drush, right? Sicilians want to build the dungeon. They don't want to build a barrack. But this is chicken. I see fish, I say Japanese third. I don't mind that at all. Why did I say Romance? I mean, just I think I'm still conflicted about what's better between Scout Rush on this map, like very fast Scout Rush, or a very good man-at-arm build. Yeah, maybe Japanese Romance, I guess the pretty similar, right? Should be, somewhat. But I think with the Shorefish, you can get more value long-term with the Roman man-at-arms as soon as you get the armor. And also, you will collect faster. Like the 5% faster collection gives you a great build. I mean, similar for Japanese, to be fair. The Japanese also can get great man-at-arm builds in. But then, I think if you do the man-at-arm rush with Blacksmith, Insta Armor, that again you can afford because you're on Shorefish, which is a super cheap to get to and super fast to collect. I think you could get more value. So let's see here. We have the barracks. What are we seeing? 10. Hestia. Hestia, you have 500 food, 200 wood. Am I missing a forward? Oh, are we just focusing on... Oh, okay. Can you get fish with mule cards? You cannot, yeah. I was sleeping, but apparently... What? Hestia? Only now coming up? You could have gone for 17 views, almost 18. Dang, that's unfortunate. And well, we're choosing to build a dungeon here. I don't know if I like that. Actually, I know that I don't like that. I think a dungeon here would have provided much more value. The sergeant reinforcements will be way faster, and also like I think protecting the Shorefish. Maybe we're thinking this Shorefish is already kind of expired. I mean, maybe you want later dungeon to be here to protect new Shorefish, which I do understand. But I think the goal, look at that, the goal is so far away. For archers, it's gonna take ages to get here. So maybe you can build the range and get onto scums here before that. And against scouts, you just quick roll in. I don't like, yeah. And the spear production, yeah, spear or dungeon or sergeant production. This is super far away. I really don't like this dungeon placement. At least we're quick rolling in here, and we do have the 4. Oh no, Biscuits doesn't know. You can walk on those pawns, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, exactly. You cannot pull it in. It's true, I had forgotten as well, but Biscuits, your player, you should know that. This is semifinals. You've played so many games on this map. You should know that you cannot fully wall with the pawns at least. And this tower is pretty good, denying the Shorefish and the wood line. That hurts a lot. But we're again floating a lot of wood ourselves. So Hestia, the build this time around, like the builds in the previous games, we killed one. That was a bit sloppy as well. With the blacksmith here, the first sergeant is coming out, 2 archers here as well. But here we're gonna have soon to be 6 scouts. They really are roaming around. At least here, maybe with the heal. I think you take that. Yeah, that's a good move. I think. Careful about the TC though. By the way, those guys super tanky because they have so much mini armor. Yeah, 2 mini armor is... I don't like that. Yeah, yeah, Hestia, I mean, I think the sieve is really carrying you because you did miss your timings. I mean, even the tower was a bit late. You could have been building the tower right upon hitting feudal age. You could have been building the stable right upon hitting feudal age. And the archer transition is also a bit late in my opinion. When you're floating like almost 600 food and you're on Shorefish anyway, yeah, that's too many on Shorefish even. Too many on Shorefish, too little on wood. I don't... you have a great sieve, but I don't really like the build. I guess it's a bit hard, right? You were distracted by the scouts here. But now, look at that. How do we defend one palisade wall here, maybe? Okay, the skirmishes are finally coming out. However, now the economy is actually better for Biscuits because for some reason as well, Hestia got a lot of idle TC time, and we did lose a lot of the scouts. That's the tricky part with Mongols, with the sieve-like Mongols. Today I'll learn. Hey, Princess Escalus. Oh, Escalus, you're gonna be after this one. Oh, but sorry, I forgot. Let's see how long this series is gonna take. I mean, oh gosh, I'm taking so long to cast because I'm talking so much in between games. But I like it, so deal with it. Okay, the scums are gonna drive the archers away at least. But now, yeah, I was saying, with Mongols, you have aggressive because you can really do some very good builds, very good stuff. However, if you mess up the build, then going up super fast does leave your eco in a frail state, and meaning that if you do not take advantage of the timing or those kind of stuff that your civilization is giving you, you can really fall behind. And with the idle TC, you're actually behind. Even in army, I think, well, you have the mobility. You're back onto archers. I do like that you're going for scouts and archers. I think this is the right composition here, especially against the sergeants, archers, skirmishers. Yeah. Okay. No, it's looking good again for you. But I think it should have been way smoother. It could have been way smoother. This is neat. And you don't need a tower here. You already had a tower here. I don't think you need a tower here because, again, Mongol, you have such a timing, such a pressure. The opponent cannot afford to send even 2 archers here. So you're safe. As long as you keep the pressure in, you're safe. Okay, let's see the micro. It's pretty important here. But we did clear the sergeants. The KD is now looking very good. We've been making the slightly more expensive units. But still, fletching is in. You're not on blacksmith though. You're on double range instead. No, sorry, no. It was the opponent's range. Blacksmith is coming up. I was wondering. Nice touch. If you're getting the hunt, that would be lovely for you as Mongols. And but mainly you're pushing away your opponent off from Shorefish. Oh, guys, this is a pretty rare sight. Biscuits, like this kind of economy for Biscuits. He's usually very good at setting up a farm eco, like a food eco on time. So you rarely see that. Okay, he has to fight with. You know what? I think I would even prefer the attack. Yeah, the attack on these scouts, or maybe the armor. You're floating a lot of gold now. You can afford a second. Now the move is to go for a second range and then second stable. And you just snowball. There's no point in going for castle age in this kind of position. But I think, holy hell, yeah, you also pushed him away from the wood line. And we're coming back to what I said about the civilization choice. I do like Scythians here, but not against Mongols, because Scythians, you want to have the dungeon to secure a good forward position, something like that, and that's what he was aiming for. But against Mongols, with such a great timing, 16 villager up, well, you just cannot, right? The army will be here way too fast, and you will have to abandon this forward position. Well, actually, no. And yeah, we didn't even place the dungeon here. We placed it here. Imagine how much better the situation would have been for Biscuits had it been here. I mean, you would have been vulnerable here, sure, but I don't know, one outpost, few scums in case when you're guessing the opponent's archer could be on the way. I don't know. Again, I'm pretty surprised that, in retrospect, that tower pushing him away from the middle is actually big. Yeah, this kind of stuff. No, yeah, the tower was great. This is a bit exposed, but you're on the mobility, and again you're on pressure. Oh, and this is gonna be deadly. Woo. Yeah, you're still producing. Come on, a second range though. Okay, a bit sloppy in this game though, Hestia, compared to the previous ones. Like the previous one, it was great. I think great execution, but this one a bit sloppy. A bit late on the buildings and stuff. At least you're producing. That's a good point though. Yeah. Here no! Take the hunt! You're Mongols! Well, this is a small thing. It doesn't matter too much, of course. It just hurts to see. And yeah, the Biscuits is unable to really mass archers. You even have some archers at home to defend yourself, which is neat. And I think this might be a good time to call it. No, this is Biscuits. He's a fighter. He is a fighter. By the way, yeah, you know about that. Okay. But I mean, at the wood situation, you just drove him away. Yeah, really killing this wood line. And then this one was forward, just right beside your archery range, and GG is called. Well, actually, yeah, sergeants. Yeah, the sergeants and the spears too far away. GG. I will say GG well sieved. I'm gonna be a bit harsh and again say that I don't think the execution was particularly great, but to be fair, I still think it was a big mistake from Biscuits to just let the Mongols get away. To not ban it, to not pick it, and to not snipe it. Like 3 times you could have solved this problem. Mongols are for sure great. And by the way, coming back to... nice touch. Oh, I didn't notice that. I guess the tower drove it away. Nice touch. I do like that. Yeah, I guess you were floating gold. You had a market. I do love that. Very nice touch. Yeah, the discussion at the start of the game. I mean, I said that Romance, in my opinion, are second best civ. However, actually maybe Khmer, because I've seen... who did that? Maybe Love? Maybe you? No, it was Coltrane or Fuegan. No, yeah, it was Coltrane or Fuegan. Who did a Khmer, 16 vil up, actually similar timing here, and you can, because you have elephants and hunt and whatnot, into double sable even, and he was able to afford, like, to get military on the field so fast, it just snowballed. And it was a great counter to men at arm openings. But then, so this kind of approach is a great counter to men at arm openings. However, if the opponent does the same, like the scout rush opening, but just 2 villages later, I think the opponent is actually ahead. Because you just play defensively, at first at least, but then you should have the better economy. You went up later with more villages. Oh, scout? Oh, was that the starting scout? Dang, I did not even notice, but we had the starting scout. Useless. look at the dude. This dude is coming back after the battle. Hey guys, what happened? I don't know, I was just collecting mushrooms in the forest. Come on, what a coward. Oh, this guy. Yeah, military. Actually, I want to see one graph, maybe the military. Oh yeah. Yeah. I don't know how to... No, that sucks. Okay. Oh, this one is better. Yeah, I prefer this one visually. Wait. Oh no, this one sucks. Oh yeah, because it's one of... no, okay, I guess this one is better. Yeah. Yeah, here. I mean, here he had... Yeah, so this here, you should have been way higher on military compared to Biscuits at this point. But you had the forward tower and you had the better units, simply. And his units like spears and the sergeants were coming from so far away. Again, I don't really understand the positioning. Well, big crown, Mongols. I'm gonna Mongol. And I think I will just put the villagers, like the Mongol villager. I'm gonna a female villager up with the hunt, with the like the. This is holy shit. Okay, this is the bow for hunting. Okay, she has something like that. Okay, this is the female villager hunting, and she really won the day by just hunting so well. Give me that food. Okay, this is a female villager hunting. You have to believe me. Please believe me. And sad loss for the Scythians. Again, I don't mind them, but not against Mongols, for sure. Like, Sniping Dravidians instead of Mongols. Well, Coltrane against Love. Okay, yeah. So Khmer might be a very good civilization. I mean, the approach, the build worked very well. It was very strong. I mean, just like you did here. And it might be match point. I mean, it's already match point for Hestia. Let's see if we're gonna get onto a decider game. Probably Sunburn. I'm gonna just make sure that it's indeed Sunburn. Return to replays. Duck. It is Sunburn, and what? And I saw the seal, so like it's gonna be Georgians against Celts. Let's go. Match point. Hype. Up. Oh, fuck. I forgot, but capture is always the spawning stuff. Alright, so Sunburn. We do have the Celts here. I don't mind. I think Celts, again, I think Celts are pretty underrated. Are we gonna take this? Oh, whoa. Two elephants forward? I thought it was only one forward and always the two others behind. What? Oh, dang, that's a bit unfair. Hestia is a way easier start. By the way, oh, boo, Hestia. No way. You were very... It was very nice, a very nice color till. I do like that. But yeah, Biscuits is not even scouting that because he... And I think just like me, is thinking that the other elephant should be here. But apparently, like, both were forward for Biscuits. At least no laming, so I don't think it's gonna be a problem. I'm just surprised. Yeah, and we discovered that. Let's see if we're gonna discover the sheep. The sheep are pretty forward. Same here though. And we're gonna find them. Good stuff. And those two. They're pretty far away actually. Yeah, you have two scouts in quite a margin on both sides. Oh, that's crazy. Okay, scouting here. I don't mind actually scouting around here. We've seen some walls going from here to here and here to here. It's not bad. I think it's not bad. Like here you can do tight walls and then here big walls. Could be great. You secure that. Okay, the second elephant here. Civilizations. Well, I do like the Celts here. You can again a bit sloppy by Biscuits, but again, he might be tired. I know, like we're within the fourth game of this set already, which has been quite draining, I think, to play. And he already played a previous best of 5 before this one. I know that, so he might be a bit tired. I think this was unnecessary. Idle TC time is still beastly though. Yeah, great build order from both again. Okay, that's good. We haven't seen really fumbled build orders so far, I would say. Not in Dark Age at least. And yeah, so the men at arms, the Celts, they can have great men at arms, but they don't have to do men at arms. They just have a lot of wood. Only 8 on wood, but we're gonna be able to afford everything. Georgians are going for men at arms. That's actually a good point. The Georgians, they do start with an extra, like with the lumber camp, basically. So the one of the two buildings you need to click up, well, they do start with one for free, meaning that they can have crazy uptimes. But here we went up with 18 villages with loom. This is pretty late, but we're still gonna have a timing with men at arms. It's interesting to choose to go for men at arms against Celts, but I don't mind because the Celt player should have. Wait, no, it's still men at arms. Oh, I don't like this. Only one militia? What's the scouting as well? No, do we know? Oh, we saw that. Okay. So I think it's 2 militia to defend against the men at arms. I don't like that. I think it's kind of unnecessary. I think it's an unnecessary investment. You can just do some small walls and wait for your archers to get out. Yeah, and those two are not gonna contribute much. Or was it the plan from the beginning? But we did scout the men at arms on time. Blah. Boo. But yeah, some small walls even here. No, towards the TC here like that. Okay, here as well, but like that. And then the men at arms don't do much. Dang. Did he play 2 sets? Yeah, he did. to be fair, and that's what kind of happened on this map. This map can be seen as very aggressive because you're quite close together, and there often are resources forward, and also sometimes some laming involved. However, mana time opening, well, maybe not the best opening because of what we're seeing here. It's pretty easy to hold one side. Like if the opponent scouts your mana times, they can pretty easily defend from it, and then they're not finding much value. Maybe Drush is better, French Drush, just maybe not investing into mana times. Ooh, hitting the TC. Yeah, no, yeah, good defense just so far. But we do have the range opening, so Hestia, I'm starting to pick out a certain playstyle. Mana time archers, I mean between the two actually, we've seen a lot of mana times. We've seen a lot of mana times in this set and a lot of archers in Feudal Age. But then scums, yeah. But then if you're gonna go into the range fight, well, there are gonna be some scums involved. So let's see how Hestia reacts. I don't think seeing scums is a problem for Hestia because you still have the mana times to push the scums away, and also you can just run back to your base and wall here, and then those scums are not gonna find any value. And you just wait for Castle Age timing maybe, and then you upgrade to crossbows. 1 best of 5 is tiring, 2 is impressive. Hey Bishop, how's it going? That's, I mean, but Biscuits, you know, he's a professional amateur. I mean, you know, in terms of like number of 1v1 tournaments played, there's Maxim Xe. Like he's up here, is playing every tournament for sure. But then there's Biscuits. I think Biscuits is the second player to play the most in the most tournaments. So he should have quite the stamina, and sometimes he doesn't have the choice actually, just because he has too many sets to schedule. So sometimes he has to go for 2 sets in a day. Flying mouse too. That's a good point. No, but less. He's playing less 1v1 tournaments. Flying mouse. Maybe more flying mouse. Maybe more German tournaments. I know that the German Discord and community is very active. So maybe there are some, especially team game tournaments. Yeah, so some good micro here by the archers, and in the end, the skirmishers. And again, the mana times. Well, I did say that they didn't find much value, and it's true. Like, KG is still 0-0. They are still finding some by pushing away the skirmishers. So that's not completely lost. However, again, and a recurrent scheme in this set, I would say, idle TC time difference between the two. Biscuits being on the defensive, rather. But with the better idle TC time, so the better economy and maybe the better uptime. Not to forget that we do have the Kelt bonus of faster working lumberjack. Resources collected are pretty similar, still a bit ahead for the Celts, but we've invested more for the Georgians, so it's actually significantly better for Biscuits at the moment. We're investing into the armor though. I'm not sure you need, and isn't that? Yeah, it's open, but I mean, we're not. Do we have arson? No, I think. Does it make sense? You're adding mana times. I think if you're adding mana times, I think to take down this. Oh dang. Well, not anymore. Maybe arson could have made sense here. It's really not expensive, right? No, yeah, no, 25 on. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. Food count, I mean, again, we are saturating the birds. Pretty unusual for Biscuits, but honestly here I don't mind. We got pushed away from those, but mainly I don't mind because I don't think Celts in Castle Age want to have too many farms. They mainly want to focus their economy probably onto wood and gold for crazy siege push, right? Siege workshop and monastery push. So you don't necessarily want too many farms. Nice. I'm not sure why. I mean, it's only skirmishes, right? You could have sent maybe 4 villages and put the tower here or even here. But I guess he would have counter-towered. I don't know about this tower placement. Let's see what you're gonna be able to do with that. If you keep on adding mana times, it could get scary. And oh, you did get some stone. With the mule cart, nice. Oh yeah, okay, so you had villages on stone and those are forward now. Oh, you could have brought the mule cart. Imagine the mule cart is here, and then those villagers go back onto this stone. But yeah, the castle is chiming. So that might be too late now. Walling in the tower, I do like that. But the Kelt bonus to come, like Kelt Seed Workshop. And again, remember guys, we do have... Well, I was about to mention this one, but I guess this one works as well, although it's pretty forward. I do like the 4 man at arms. Still no Arson. Sage. Pushing away the opponent. Biscuits. Biscuit did sell. He did sell 100 stone, meaning that he cannot tower. Dang, actually Hestia, the tower rush timing worked out very well for you because he just sold the 100 stone before that. A bit wasted the man dumps here, unfortunately. And you do have a very competitive castle age timing. Oh yeah, I wanted to say at the start of the game, but as usual I got caught up by other discussions. So the Kelts, they can have a very scary push. However, Georgians, like Armenians, can be quite busted with the fortified church. Fortified churches are such a great tool at defending from such pushes. So I don't know. I mean, I still think you go for the Celtic siege push because it's so strong. And you don't really have the late game, I would say. Or the late game will be very hard to set up. You do have the speedy halberdiers, but then you have to get onto siege, which is not ideal. It's a bit hard and expensive. But yeah, the fortified churches could be great, and especially you're adding a stable even. Siege workshop here, interesting. I guess it's in between. Like it's kind of defensive, but it's also kind of offensive, right? The siege could come here to go pressure. Double sable, okay, and we do have wow. I just noticed though, no feudal eco upgrades again. Again, not the first time. Adding a TC. I just discussed that. I don't think the Kelt win condition is in late game here on this map, and late game, and in this Civ matchup, or it's gonna be difficult. You can always make like I don't know halberdier siege ramp happen, but they Georgians even have hand cannoneers. They don't have bombard cannon. Thank God. Okay, it's gonna be monastery siege workshop. I think I really dislike this extra TC. I think the move was to even abandon few farms. You don't need just to keep like I don't know 6 on food to keep this TC running. The others go on to wood. You refresh lumber camp, another lumber camp here or maybe here. Oh, you pushed away here. Oh, that's unfortunate. You're gonna have monks though. I do like the monks. Outpost as well was pretty interesting. But then you go I don't know for pikemen, siege workshop, and monastery, something like that. I think pikemen, siege workshop, monastery could have been very scary. I feel aggression pays off very well on this map. Well, I'm kind of torn. This is, in my opinion, this is a pretty interesting map because it's at the same time aggressive and defensive. Like exactly that. Aggression can pay off very well on this map, but it can also really fail. Imagine if you go like again pike, siege, monk push here, but then the opponent delays your push from getting too much damage with the fortified churches, so it's way cheaper for them than for you, and can just expand here, right? And they like here you so basically you have one side secure. So I don't know if it's really an aggressive map in Castle Age. I think it's a pretty interesting dynamic of the map. I would love to see that a bit more often. We almost saw that in the Le Grand Fossé game. Yeah, again, if you come here and try to push here, you wall here, you make towers, churches, I don't know, you boom here. This is what can happen. And that's also why I was thinking Koreans for Hestia on this map, because I think Koreans kind of similar than fortified churches, but with towers, and then you tower and castle here, and you get to a great late game. I think you have a great late game with Koreans on this map as well. I think it's a late game map. Like if you want, you can take this map onto late game. And again, I think that information is pretty bad for Biscuits. We're still trying to boom our way out. And it's true that Hestia, behind that, we could have... of course. We could easily have afforded a second and even a third TC by this time, I think. But we have villagers on stone. Where are they even? Are they back? Oh yeah, you send them. Because we want a forward castle, as always. Hestia loves his forward castles. Okay, the skirmishers shoot away the archers. No, we only shoot away, didn't kill it. Again, Hestia, very good stuff to preserve your mass of archers. We prefer. This is a very similar situation to game 1 in African River. You kind of have the map control here, even though this time you lost it, but I guess you abandoned here. No, okay, it's actually different because you have the army on the same side as the castle drop. And this is a brutal castle drop. With... oh no. I mean, one time more forward you could take down this TC. Not quite, yeah, not quite here. Hestia and castle drops and and Langoners being around. Okay, take down the... yeah, okay, good stuff. Yeah, you do have the army and not enough monks. Oh, we have 4 in the queue. Where are the 2? No! This is super important. Those 2 monks... oh, wait, okay, we finally... okay, monk micro. Biscuits, monk micro. 1 conversion, 2 conversion, 3 conversion. Very important. Oh, this one is still gonna get sniped. Unfortunate. But we have the second one. Oh! Killed siege. No, it was an attack ground. No, it was an attack ground. No, no. I think we could have denied it. Oh, this is so... here, the 2 villagers, they're so low HP. Biscuits. No. No way. It was so close. Biscuits. Oh, oh. Holy shit. No way! No, shoot here! No! That was so close. I think Biscuits should have denied it. Again, Hestia, you do like your castle drops, but please in the future send more villagers. I think this should have went way worse for you. Oh, the ram is nice touch. That's actually pretty neat, but I think the knights could take care of it. Yeah, there's nothing to defend the ram, so it's actually kind of moot. You do have access to the back economy of the opponent now for raids. We have to switch on to spearmen, soon to be pikemen, but the economy is in shambles. No question about that. Yeah, no. Where are the knights to defend the... oh, you're... oh, okay. That's... well, that's very good for Biscuits. You're losing a lot of time with those, but it happens, I mean. And this castle is brutal. Taking less damage. Georgian castle taking less damage because it's a downhill hit, or rather uphill. Okay, jumping in and out. Oh, the monk died. Yeah, and this castle is brutal because it's on the stone. We're just a bit away. Oh, we lost the villager. Slightly away from the castle ourselves, like because. And we're denying the seed workshop and the monastery. Imagine if Biscuits had the stone for a castle, he could place a castle here, and then he could go for the rams, because the ram would then be in the range of the Kel castle. And thus protected. So that's actually massive. Denying the stone is actually massive, because you're denying a castle, and thus you're denying the rams pushing it back. We're still trying to go for it. I mean, I guess we can still take the stone from this side, and you buy 100, and then you collect 120. But Biscuits, I mean, we're still way ahead. But it's because Hestia decided to invest into stone collection and forward castle drop, and it's paying off. Even though Hestia has the lesser number of villagers, or even the worst eco upgrades by far, I think he has the better position because it's so messy right now. What is this garrison? A lot of villagers garrison. Yeah, we're raiding all over the place as well. That's a great job by Hestia. And 3 TCs now. And GG, good luck next is called. Ah, dang. That gun. Congrats, Hestia. Well played. Very well played. I was looking. I said at the beginning of the stream that I was looking forward to this stream, and I mean, I'm not disappointed. Nice housing. Oh, you even were behind in population. I still. This is. Soon, right? Has to be soon. Yeah. Okay, so you have the knights. You have the knights to support this castle drop this time around. Oh, you do have 11 villagers. Yeah, that's a lot. 11 villagers is a good number to drop a forward castle. Okay, so you take care of the mango now, but there's already another one. I mean, Celtic Seed Workshop. Okay, Biscuits could have realized about those 2 monks, and he could have gotten the conversions in already. Then with the conversion, yes, this one, but this one will be an attack ground, I think. Oh no, not this one. So we got 3 conversions, as we should have. Okay, so already a bit of work, down to 8 villagers. This one is an attack ground. And those knights could have been sent already. I think those knights could have been sent here. Yeah, this is an attack ground as well. Okay, not anymore. And here we didn't... Oh, we didn't... Did you guys see that one? There was a shot here that didn't connect with anything. Yeah, this one didn't do anything. Ah, this shot could have killed this villager or those 2. It should have been a defense for. Oh, and it goes up. Oh, it should have been a defense for Biscuits. That's. Well, that's also the kind of stuff Hestia is going for with those kind of very ballsy forward castles. You're going for like the, well, exactly the ballsy move. So very high risk, high reward. It was high risk because I think on paper with a better micro, Biscuits could and should have denied it. But he didn't. He messed up some stuff, and Hestia did pretty well with his own knights. And it was high reward indeed, because I think that we killed the opponent. Because before that, I mean, so we do have a lot. I mean, a lot of resources were on stone before that, so that's kind of biased. But the economy way better for Biscuits, way better. And I did say I do prefer Georgians, and they have the churches to defend the pushes and all. Still, like pike rams, pike capped rams with Celts in early imp with a better economy could really have wiped this base out. Way too ballsy. I mean, that's okay. This one is Nikov now. Yeah, you've been forgetting about your economical upgrades quite a bit. So again, Hestia, big congrats. It was a very, very good set, very entertaining, and I'm really looking forward to the finals. The finals is scheduled for this Sunday, or is that the champions finals? I don't remember. So there's one finals already scheduled. I know it, and I know that I won't be. I mean, I will be sleeping at that time. But maybe I will cast early afternoon, like European time. I don't know. And I'll see with the other casters if someone wants. For me, it's Saturday. So that's Pacific time, PDT. But I think it's the middle. Yeah, okay. So it's middle of the night for me. It's like 5 a.m. or something like that. Yep. So yeah, maybe I will try to. Oh, but you won't be up because if I cast it at what is 2 p.m. for me, it will be like 5 p.m. for you maybe. Oh, that's unfortunate. Wait, no, actually, so it's how much? 4 plus 5. Yeah, we have 9 hours difference, I think. Oh yeah, it would be 5 a.m. for you. Yeah, you wouldn't be up to catch my live then. I'll see. We'll see. And then Georgians, I mean... okay. I did draw a Krepos, so now I can draw a castle, but I have to respect the dimension. The Krepost is smaller than a castle, right? Oh, and it's a Georgian castle, so it has, I think, this one big tower here, right? Something like that. And then we have maybe some stairs here, bam. Then there's also, like, again, the coronation, and then there's another smaller tower, something like that here, with some coronations again. Always do a lot of coronations. They do love that. And then here we have the courtyard. Another smaller tower here, maybe stuff like that. Oh, this is a work of art. And okay, here they have this last tower, surely. Hey, Meshugal, how's it going? You just missed the nice set between the two. It was semifinals, meaning that...
I had not thought this group capable of pleasing me, but I am impressed.
I'm glad that you're impressed. Thanks for the follow. Yeah, I can't watch. Yeah, no problem. But yeah, here you go. Get spoiled, I guess. Hestia is moving on to the finals, and we were just discussing that. Yeah, sadly, Love is sleeping during the daytime. Yeah. Oh, despite we being in the same time zone, I do prefer to play in the morning. Nice. Nice touch by Love. No problem. I mean, of course, you play whenever you want. I'm just trying to find good times to cover it if possible. Well, all right. So congrats again, Hestia. Good luck for Saturday for the finals against Love. Indeed. Now we're gonna move. I'm gonna just send you to this one. I'm gonna take not this one. Tools. So I'm gonna get a 5-minute break. Exactly. No problem. My pleasure. Thanks for the set. And again, good luck for in the finals. It's gonna be interesting as well. Oh yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Your gameplay against Love's gameplay. It could be fun. Yeah, always enjoy your drawing. I'm glad to hear that. So sometimes I doubt myself, but if you're happy, I'm happy. All right, I'm preparing the next set. It's gonna be the first Champions semifinals. It's gonna be Randipan against Escalus, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's that. And well, I'm just gonna set up everything and maybe go to the bathroom and take a sip, and I'll be right back. So don't go anywhere.